door.
Oh.
Aha.
It's now officially 2 weeks since I had my surgery, and I must say I'm feeling a lot better. Energy's better, strength's getting there. As you can see, that was like a 40-pound bag, 50-pound maybe. I think more like 40, but so it'll pick it up. Now I'm still trying to follow the doctor's orders for the most part, but I've healed a lot, and I feel like I'm ahead of schedule in a lot of ways. But I'm not gonna go around using the sledgehammer or splitting wood right now. Still playing it safe, but at the same time, I need to get back to doing more and more, and I am. A little bit of this. You can also do that. Hop on in. And these are our future layers of America, or as Sailor likes to call them, our little layers. They're not laying any eggs quite yet, but they should after winter, in the springtime, somewhere around then, start laying eggs for us, and look forward to that. Speaking of winter, winter is not my favorite time of year. We've actually had some, in the past, some big challenges, life challenges, in December and January and February, so we look forward to getting through these months and looking forward to the new beginnings that come in the spring. And speaking of that, in the last video I talked about how everyone's celebrating New Year's at this time, but how anciently in times past that the springtime was really the new beginning. It was really the new year. So we haven't been ones to really celebrate New Year's, but we are looking forward to getting through these months and into the spring, and when things refresh and things rejuvenate and come back to life and everything is really renewed. But right now, right here, we have a chicken tractor that they're staying in, but I really need to get to work here pretty soon on getting them a chick saw, something a little better. So, but this is working for now, and I put their feeder right here in this chicken tractor under here to keep it dry. So for our older layers, we actually have a different feeder that I really like. It's a large feeder that can keep the feed. You can keep the feed out in the open, but it also has it, the feed is covered so it doesn't get wet. So I may go with that for these, or I may go with like a feed cart. I've really been getting into the Polyface designs. So we'll be looking at that book more detailed here pretty soon as we're making plans for the next chapter. And that's kind of what I consider where we're at right now, just entering into a new chapter, and in so many different ways, and what we're doing on the homestead and what I'm doing with my health and moving forward. Still having to deal with things in the past, but moving forward, that's what we're trying to do here. So while we're here, I'm just checking on their water. Water looks mostly good. I have two waters here, so this one's empty, so we'll fill that up. Hey Micah, can you fill this water up for me, buddy?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And while Micah's getting ready to head out of this area and fill this water up for me, I want to show you guys something. It's a trick of how you can easily get out of this poultry netting, whether it's on or off. It's actually off right now, but I'm working with him, trying to teach him how to easily get out of it. All right, buddy, see if you can push it down and step on it. Use your foot to step on the fence. Yep. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good job. We'll keep working on it. Let me show you guys another look at how to do it. And these birds aren't just future layers for us. I'm hoping that these will also produce successive generations for us. We have a couple different breeds that we're going to be plan to work with here, and hopefully they'll be fruitful and multiply. And speaking of chickens, I have something really neat that I want to show you guys. Hold on. Alright, so here's what I wanted to show you. The Mcmurray 2021 catalog. You're like, why you want to show us this catalog, Mike? Well, in this catalog, first off, I'm a huge fan, as well as the rest of my family, of Mcmurray Hatchery and all the different birds that we've gotten from them in the past. So you can see really nice pictures of those birds, and you can also see some pictures that Sayla and I have taken around our homestead that have been featured here in this catalog, like our ducks right here. But in addition to that, even more special to us is right here. Lacie and I are featured right here in this catalog. So it's so neat to be in there, to see our faces in there, as well as some of our other friends like Jason, Lorraine, and Penelope at Soda Land. So neat to see them in here, as well as our friends from White House on the Hill. They're in here as well. So in the show notes below, I'll leave a link where you can get your copy of this, as well as begin ordering your birds for this year. And we'll be placing our order here really soon. So super excited about that. I can't believe we're in the catalog. And another thing I want to share with you is this 2021 Homestead Journal. One of my goals, or one of my major goals each year, is to continue to make progress, to build off the previous year and make progress, to grow more both on the homestead and outside, but also individually. And as a family, we want to continue to make progress and reach new heights. And one of the things that I have felt like I have personally been wrestling with and struggling with here, as our various aspects of our business continue to grow, is organization and sitting down and realizing where I need to prioritize and focus my energies. And one of the things that I really like about this Homestead Journal here is it offers a number of neat charts that can help me to do so and help you as well. There's also some things in here like your project planners, your monthly financial overview that you can keep track of, and it also has so many things in it that it breaks it down from month to month and week to week on your notes that you want to keep track of for the week, projects that you want to jot down and keep track of as far as how you make progress, as well as other things like what you're planting and when you'll be harvesting them and keeping track of some of those things, as well as canning and a lot of other neat things. So I'm really excited about using this Homestead Journal here, created by our friend Amy with Homesteaders of America. And speaking of Homesteaders of America, we so were regretting that we did not have that conference this year. It was so sad not to have it, but she is planning to have it this year. So I'm on the list to be a speaker there. So such an honor and privilege to be on that speakers list, and I look forward to seeing a number of you all there, as well as having the opportunity to hear from a number of other great speakers. So I'll leave that information in the show notes below, as well as where you can get your copy of your own, have your very own personal Homestead Journal of your own to keep track of all the different things that you're doing on your homestead. And in addition to the Homestead Journal, I plan to use this planner here that we got from our friends Heather and Austin. And it is really, really neat. They actually sent it to us as a gift of something that they have been using. And on a day-to-day basis, I typically just use a notebook, a spiral-bound notebook, and just kind of keep track of what I need to do on a day-to-day basis. And one of the things that I strive to do is really have 3 major things that I focus on each day. So at the end of the day, if I accomplish those 3 things, I will consider it a success. And you know what? This planner has exactly that in it and a little bit more. This one's a really, really good day planner. The Homestead Journal is good for a weekly and even monthly and a year perspective. But sometimes I need a little bit more to just kind of narrow it down on a day-to-day basis. And this one is really good for that. So I can use this to replace my spiral bound notebook and just capturing everything that I need to do. Not just Homestead, but everything in my life, from what we're doing as a family, whatever we may be doing and helping and serving other people or at church. So I really look forward to using this as well. So thank you, Heather and Austin, for sending this to me. So this year I have a lot of projects that I have in store in this mind here, so I look forward to putting them down on paper in that Homestead Journal. And recently I got this Polyface Designs book from our friend Joel Salatin. He's put this together with Chris Slatherly, and in here there's a number of projects that I want to work on this year on the farm, and one of which is really neat. It is very similar to my duck shield that I've created, and that is a water cover for your chickens, and you could use them for the ducks too. So I may be trying out that. It just really is very similar to the principle for my duck shield. If you've seen that video, well, if you haven't seen that video, you make sure you check it out. But I just go over the idea that I created about a duck shield. That way you can keep your water cleaner in your area where you're raising your ducks. But there's also let's see here, a bulk feed buggy. I might do something like that here on the homestead, as well as, let's see here, a winter hay feeder, and this could be used for cows or goats. So that might be something we build really soon for our goats. So just have to wait and see. But you can also get your copy of this. It did sell out, but they're offering, they're doing another opportunity to purchase this book, and I'll leave that information in the show notes below as well. And we also have our seed catalog from Baker Creek, and I'll be looking forward to going through this here in the next day or two. And I'm thinking about doing a video on just maybe how to purchase seed for your garden, if that's something you guys are interested in, as well as looking forward to, maybe you want to know what kind of seeds and how we're doing our purchasing for our seeds. Let me know and I'll do a video on that. So just let me know in the comments section below. But you can get your copy of the Baker Creek, the whole seed catalog, and that information will be in the show notes below as well. They have great seeds. All right. So I am making a lot of progress. I'm able to squat down and pick this box up with no problem. And I do want to thank Jamie for sending me the little grabber to pick up so I don't have to bend over and pick things up, but I'm doing so much better now. We'll still use it and the kids can play with the grabber, but I'm able to move it around pretty good. But the kids have really been wanting to open this box, so let's open it up. Hey guys! This must be for my beard or my hair. Actually, it's got an S on it, so I'm assuming this one's for sale. There you go.
Thank you.
This one says for Josiah and sales. We're gonna have to take that over to the table and figure out the difference. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got one that says Mike and Lacie. So Micah, if you could take that one over to mommy. And then this one. And no name on this one. Oh, there's a name on it. It's for Micah.
Slime! You got slime.
You got some slime there. Just a lot of different goodies there. You got some pants.
And a
Ooh,
shirt.
nice little blanket there.
Yeah, you got one too.
Ooh, keep me warm.
That's right.
Look, Sailor.
You get that open yet? Oh, you got some slime and a blanket.
I got blue slime.
And you
I got
some
green
pants.
slime. I got red slime. I got shirt. Whoa! Look!
Cool. So we got an assortment of goodies here from our friend and longtime viewer Heidi. So thank you very much, Heidi.
Wow, look, Sailor got some jeans, which you were in need of some jeans.
Yes.
You did need some new jeans. You just keep growing like weed.
I know. And some leggings, she could use those. And another shirt. That's
I
cool.
like that one.
I like it. It's good.
There we go.
And Josiah, you got some clothes too.
Stop!
More jeans that don't have holes in the knees. That's always a plus. Oh, a T-Rex shirt.
Did you get some socks there too, Josiah?
Yep. Right here.
You needed some more because your socks go MIA, missing in action. Somewhere outside. We gotta work on that, right? And one more thing that we recently got that I want to show you guys, and this is from one of our viewers, Jose. He and his son created these. These are closure clips for the poultry netting, the poultry fencing. Earlier, Mike and I showed you one of the ways that you can get in and out of the fence, but he was telling me that putting these on the ends of your fence can actually help you to make a gate without having to purchase a gate. They do sell the gates, especially like Premier One, as something that you can add on. However, this would be a much more cost-effective way. So let's head outside once they get done looking at their stuff and see how these work.
Look at I did, Daddy.
Yeah, you got some socks too. Just untie that here. Take that off and try these clips. So, got the clip here. Clip that on. It clips on pretty easy. Clips on just like that. I think we'll try 3 on here. Second one. And then we'll put number 3 on right here, I guess. So, clip, just like that. Alrighty, now we're going to go ahead and just open it up, see how easily it opens up. Just press on the clip right here. Pop. Open it up. Man, that is pretty easy. Just put it back on as you go in to go do whatever you need to do. Actually, I don't even think I need 3 of the clips on there. I think 2 would probably be just fine. And this will come in handy big time. And one of the things that I've noticed as I've worked with people in the past in the fitness industry and even myself, just noticing as people age, a lot of times people start getting tight hips to where they begin to lose mobility. Like if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. And when you have the poultry netting and you're trying to get in and out of it, a lot of people tend to develop those tight hips and have trouble getting their legs up and over the fence like that. So having these clips could be really beneficial to people who have trouble reaching their legs up high. Could just be an easier way. And some people who might be shorter having trouble just getting your legs over to begin with. So I definitely recommend those clips and they'll come in handy. And if you are someone who does have hip issues and as far as just tightness, I'm not talking about as far as hip replacement, things like that. I'm talking about your just muscles and that are just tight and they maybe have atrophy. There's some exercises that I do recommend you do, and stretching as well. But one of those exercises is like doing like a leg raise. You know, the one like look like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. That could be a really good one to just open your hips up. But just to be thinking in general of increasing your mobility through moving and making sure your body moves. A lot of times we're just sitting so sedentary and we don't have a lot of movement in our lives, and we watch a lot of TV and look at the screens a lot, and it just doesn't do any good to our muscles. So just something to keep in mind. But I really like these clips. Back to that. And for those of you who may be interested in having them and setting up an easy, cost-effective way to have a gate for your poultry netting, would be using these closure clips. And I'll leave the information in the show notes below for purchasing some of Jose's closure clips here. Well, I'm going to head back inside and start working on my homestead planner and start writing down some of the goals and plans and projects that I have in mind, and trying to bring some order to the galaxy. Well, see you guys next time.